make an impact. Sports, of course, plays a critical role in that sense. So, luckily, football is back, and at least then we have a bit of breathing space as far as sports here concerned. And after 93 days, the Spanish Premier League, where Real Madrid did weekend the Omoni Ieba, the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium, 6,000 capacity. Oshani Peru, I was Spain or 27,136. Now, to me, Gada Omo football. It means a lot. And you see, sometimes, even in the past, there were certain times that there was this, is it a baseball player? Oh, no shares, I campaign where I see only Donald Trump, yeah, big problem.
Yeah.
Or Neely or shares, yes, or Neely. You know,
is it a baseball, basketball player?
No,
MLS, NFL player, yeah, NFL.
So, you know, even then, there were Americans or Muka say, oh, what the guy is doing, Fasobia so, and all of that. The black man is his own enemy. In fact, the people who say even loot in air before the SSR. Forget he said. Even in the Bible.
Yeah, NFL player friend calling Kaepernick.
Yes.
Kaepernick.
Yes. Time a year su kra bufu ye say a man for edi na sorry fie di dwa no. Yesu call ho no wanye din. Obutu nyoma guye. If you want change, sometimes you have to be aggressive. But Yankasa has even Ghanaians. No? My suggestion is that we should look inward. Yankasa, we should sit down. Yeah, forget him, Rofono. Yankasa or Mem Hayet. Yankasa Yanshe Subai. Nissan Yesi Treaty. Yankasa black people. Obi Kwako, I also tribe where they mean Pesa me Babeko. Your uncle for this war about fair Juma. Say, or share you maybe factors be and some for Juma.
Yeah.
So, Yankasa, some Black Lives Matter. It is even bigger for us as Ghanaians. We are black, all black, but there is still division, massive. Yet they inquire Chambronidian because if you are in America, at least you can turn. Wait me akwa Nyausi police brutalities there. Here in Ghana, there are police brutalities. So there's a certain reflection down to us as Ghanaians here in this country. There are certain jobs, positions be owa. Okoka okura ofisu ahan ebu okura your friend ebu okura no. There are even certain jobs here. Say we mu dia. If you another tribe, be now free baby fufu now go ramu owa. Oh, you are not serious about life. So Black Lives Matter. But we need to look into our own
every life matter.
Every life matter.
Well, Yente Edward York on Talk Sports. Name somehow can with regards to discrimination, even in our sports.
Applied for 2 jobs, and I understand I didn't even get a response back after putting my CV in, and having someone like Sir Alex Ferguson on the end of the phone ready to give me a recommendation, I couldn't even get a response back, let alone an interview, let alone a job. So let's call it for what it is, and let's just be real to the situation. We are looking in the Premier League. Is there any black managers there at this present time? No. Let's go a little bit more global. Can we go to Spain? No. Anyone in Italy? No. Anyone in the La Liga, Bundesliga league? No. So the fact that there is so many black players have played the game, you are saying to us that none of us want to get in. And, let the truth be told, there are people being fast forward into management. Now, I'm not saying that is wrong. I'm just saying just be fair with the system. And the system is not being fair towards black players or black people who are trying to become a manager. And I can even go further to say, look at the backroom staff. I mean, in 20 years, I've played football professionally at the highest level. I remember coming across one black person in the backroom staff, and he was only a masseuse. It's simple. It's just that when a black person is gone for any type of jobs, they're not seen as adequate or qualify enough, even though they have the qualification. For some reason, there is this stereotype that black people is lazy, they don't work hard. All of those stuff that comes into play. And, you know, there is stereotype about me, for instance, saying I'm a playboy. What makes me a playboy? Have you ever heard of me miss any training? I run out bleep tests. I've been at the top of my game. I've never missed training. I've never been in alcoholic. I've never been in any sort of fiesta, fighting in clubs or do anything of that nature or been in drugs. But yet I've been labeled, and the stereotypes that surround black people or black players, it's ludicrous. It's just what the media make you out to be, which you're totally not that individual at all. But you know, you work within my industry, and you ask people about what Dwight York is about, what his work ethic is like. You know, as I said, I've never missed training. Those are things I just don't do. You know, I've never break curfew. I never go against the fact that, 48 hours you're not allowed out. Nobody could say, oh, they're seeing me out on certain days. Yes, I enjoy myself. I'm not disputing that. But does that make me a person that doesn't understand what my professionalism is all about? And then you be judged on top of that, despite all your achievement as a player? It's just a whole bunch of stereotypes. You know, it's just injustice. It's just not fair. Let's all start on the white line and give people a chance. I'm not saying what they're doing in fast forwarding people into job is the wrong thing to do, but just give us as black people an equal opportunity. And it's simply not enough. Let's call it for what it is. It's there in front of our eyes. Around the world, there's no black managers. You're telling us that we all got qualifications and applying for jobs, and you can't even get a telephone call, not even a token gesture back to say where you can improve or where. Someone told me a little bit, I got to go and get experience. Where am I going to get experience from if no one is employing you? Where the hell am I going to get experience? But yet you're sitting around it and people have been fast forward and they're telling me that I need experience, and people have been fast forward into job with no experience whatsoever. So what that's going to tell you? So you've got to be a little bit upset by it when you see these things are happening. And I hope we're not just talking about it now. Let's put things into action. Let's see it for real, because it's been going on far too long now.
Well, Dwight York, spot on.
Absolutely.
Spot on. Well, yeah, I mean, police brutality. Ghana has a fair share of it.
Absolutely.
And then say, even in our sports, I ran to Augustine Opoa Bar Studio last Thursday. In the story, no, Baba. I ran to police ni a two born any. There's a rubber bullets there, but the 4 bullets in the trim. I know some you preaching no meaning in every. They say the police service say, "Oh my police in Neddy." Nobody knows the policeman. Say you no kre, nobody knows the policeman. What you say? You think I organize Black Lives Matter a year. I'm a George Floyd. Oh, you're American, you're America. Ghana ni buy their club on the Niaman, Yago rent him, and one police in Neddy. And one other, a police was oh, police in Neddy. Who is the policeman? Who is he? Yeah, so there's this system we are living in. Yeah, your system now when injustices towards these people.
Absolutely. It's a country where even the Chinese are far more privileged than Ghanaians.
Exactly. So why are we playing the Australia think years of George Floyd? George Floyd what? Yeah, George Floyd the year one kind.
The business.
Now Minister of Tourism as well got wrong. Was she not ashamed? No, seriously, it is about time we call a spade a spade. Your Ghanaians in this country who have suffered this police brutality, and everybody kept quiet. We didn't have ministers coming out to condemn these things. Yet in Kanye George Floyd a year.
Tamu, the okay, the business get to a point, say you're consistent. People just be angry. And there was a American.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton. Also where George Floyd wono. Mamin Coutinho. The past weeks have been so dark. I have failed to keep hold of my emotions. I have felt so much anger, sadness, and disbelief. So, Chamu, say mpanifokrasi opam hufu out on the berima.
Of course.
It will get to a point people will be tired of being afraid. I have been afraid for far too long. I've gotten to a point that I am tired of being afraid. Let me stand and fight. If I die, I die. And to America, no. For far too long, the black population of America, no, have been afraid for far too long. Then they have gotten to a point say no. Yeah, afraid we are dying. So what is the point of just not standing up, fight, and if we die, we die? And you know, so consistency of police brutality back here in Ghana, no. Ebia police will have their force, they will have their strength, they will have their numbers. Say consistent, nothing to me and trust me. A time is coming that people will be so much angry that they will stand up and face the police. We had demonstrations in the course of America now. Police are numbered, but people were not even afraid of the police. They were just standing toe to toe with the police. Because they've gotten to a point. Say, what is the point of being afraid? What is the point of being running away? So let's stand and fight.
Nyama yakasana there are a lot of things to fix in our country. Anyway, you're trying something to say. Now, well, so can be as a coronavirus. They say you do 11,118. This is no joke. In a child's play, and I've told Makano consistently say now said this thing is not real. People are dying. 48 people and still that's a Ghana for their grow. You see a China half of our population who and sana. You near Brenia Jatum say, also observe all the safety protocols near. And I mean, come in and come and penny Charles and Cassa, not to trust or anyone, why not? Who be on to tuning because they say, baby, I don't know. I don't know 11,000. Ghana already, before coronavirus, we had congestion in our hospitals. You need places for people to sleep even in our hospitals. Now, coronavirus by, yes, they say, Africa, which is this is Makufi. Near monitor from home because that is what the last time I meet Super Morning Show on Joy FM. Also, you boy who buy each other's keeper. You see if you move, the virus moves. So do we be your town? At least you try. When you guys a lockdown, some one locking down. Only we you stay home. It's as simple as that. Coronavirus, no, even countries or more advanced technologies medically are struggling. Na yen sebio mekam se amanga dia gura kunipa malaria ne cholera da so kunipa ene nkran chota na nkran half a flood na kwamene for so corona so ya besre yen nyina ye mo aban mu mpanyimfo ne o mampanyin ne mpanyimfo mo Ghana Health Service ne nyina ye nko ade ni together ne nyina mo so man look like it's a fight for them and here they won chain baby okay Obi, no, I'm so far, I'm like a Caribbean. 2 minutes, baby. On and that's 2 minutes, be brushing Soroka Krabi. Because of course, and Messi in action.
Oh yes, of course.
Yes.
But
Ronaldo in action.
Ronaldo, yeah. Ronaldo, I think.
I'm from rusty.
Absolutely, but the intensity of the game was good.
I say penalty.
So Osha Sevilla, any Real Betis game, no El Grande. You know, now Nhyira Milan ne Juve game now. There's a difference between two games when so far Bundesliga games are now say intensity was so kakra. But I fixed the basic objective for Juve Emranti and say they'll qualify for the Coppa Italia final, and they just needed a goalless draw. And they played for it. Anti-Rebic red card, them say Osefata say red card nonya. But generally, I was not too impressed with Milan. Sorry, Juventus 4. And we have fun. It's a first competitive game after restart. But I was impressed with team my friend AC and Milan. Mrantiano, Model Romanoli, Donnarumma. It wasn't bad. Frank Kessié, for example, was simply amazing. At the end of the day, Juventus for qualifier or more common. But weekend, Real Madrid so restarted. Yes, Real Madrid hereby or Ipuria 4-0. That's in November. And Mendeliba Mrantiano, almost style of football no quite predictable. In fact, Timwa Omukra the highest percentage in terms of high aggressive pressing. Omumrantiano where anymore no Charles, Pedro Leon, all of those guys send Omusi pressing in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Year before the cross a high percentage, followed by Bayern, Sampdoria, Napoli, Inter Milan, and of course Manchester City. In the normal circumstances, I start with no and I was acquire Liverpool and Man City for statistics. But I team or no toso edusia La Liga nim. The points difference between or no baby or Dani Espanyol no that's your only 7 points. Now 11 games in the Spanish Premier Liga. It means Mrante Nei and now weekend the Ombema Real Madrid a lot of concerns. Unfortunately for Iaba team we and now Mendeliba team we no. Almost a team no more high defensive line until we have 4-0 win a Madrid Konya or na Eden Hazard, Karim Benzema, Fede Valverde and Phelan Mendy Omunia concentrate or left winger so more exploit this area who branch of Abila I had 3 years until said nebium no Mendeliba ma Bila Sambe Jinamudia. There's a great probability say Real Madrid for Ebetumenya they can just again repeat the do. But circumstances are quite different because Oma movie from Bernabeu to Valdebebas, Sehona, Di Stefano's stadium where and what we hear is close to like 7 members of this Iaba team no time or more Division 2 or more pre-qualification, you know, Bebrena Siakai was our stadium. Yes, Real Madrid so close to 9 players. Or Messi Akai, the Alfredo Di Stefano ground. So Nacho, Lucas Vasquez, Casemiro, Rodrigo, Vinicius, you know, all of those boys. And yeah, Sergio Ramos at a certain point in time. But Drew sa games here who need supporters now. I think Real Madrid the Mrantin or more mental focus because yes, fitness, no rustiness, yeah, dear back one. Zinedine Zidane be herself be handle because I'll check it. Real Madrid for pre-season before the start of this very current season. Omulusu 3-1 to Bayern. Omone Arsenal 2-2 draw, and the most humiliating defeat to the Losche. Another, of course, the white and black man, the mattress team. Let's go 7-3 and San Omoshe season. That's with a 3-1 win over Celta Vigo. Omo draw 1-0 with Valladolid, 2-2 with Villarreal. Later on, Real Madrid 2-0 until some run week now lose to Real Mallorca 1-0. But Real Madrid to me results now. But there's a new start where there's opportunity for 5 changes. Of course, venue no super counted, no supporters, and of course the fitness levels. And the entire Misusu said here before the high grade said so man winning matches be say yeah. Relegation no kwa no mo ewram omo kwa for mo anisa Real Madrid so no when in that was at least Spanish Premier League no some year consistent na Barcelona dropping points they also have the opportunity of playing. So I'm sure say again Zinedine Zidane by you should left winger. That's why of course Obianim say there Hazard be Siakan, there Benzema be ginam, there Federico Valverde be ginam, but why must no be Siakan on the right wing? The reports are here Gareth Bale be ginam, Siakan, there's Isco, there's Lucas Vasquez, there's Rodrigo, and of course the good news is the return of Marco Asensio. And your Brantia, your friend Vinicius Numia available. But how I wish say Ankobe Yusu either Vinicius or Marco Asensio, especially Marco, because I know bear more of an inverted right winger or bet me come midfielders no. He also has an option of playing Casemiro, Valverde, Luka Modric, Toni Kroos. Now midfield na quite 4. Not just say ometumia content because with the high pressing there should always be a player or available into omutumi Real Madrid to me a press resistant. No omutumi to me a beat the first line of press from here before now. There's a great opportunity say Real Madrid for to me omu box nim because yes they press but they are not too efficient. Omo press no and can faso bian sheda misusa because even in the Spanish Premier League omo to do in terms of defensive aggressive passer teams no to me yeah one area in spite of the fact that or more pressure anymore. So the quality in difference players no musia. In fact, the total valuation of Iaba squad no and up to €6 million. My only worry is in players such as Pedro Leon, our Nimson and Real Madrid Bobo Koni City, Kike Garcia will bear 3 goals or so. Sergio Alvarez, central midfielder, Exposito more as a number 10.
Okay.
Barcelona Kuala Kukuria. Maybe you have the opportunity of playing. But as a Madridista, I'm very confident. Real Madrid now the best of Hazard, the best of Sancho, the best of Modric. It will be very, very tough because new ground Sani Janke Benaba Hodia, you know, they have the opportunity of you see group training, Real Madrid for sure they are 7th June and today is 13th. Barely a week ago, and a group training to me also. It's a very affected team, no in terms of
that's almost strength, no way,
teamwork, structure, but Real Madrid is always Madrid.
Okay, well, trust on be straight away. Now, Krata. Ghana Football Association President de Babonting and Rahimuka Kane, Yabasan, now Chimunium Koso who doing in Ano, Yadhon some Eba. Update on stimulus package, possible return of football, FIFA, emergency COVID-19 fund, and others. Now, Ninano about the proposals I would to Ministry of Youth and Sports and NIM say baby do common suspended payments of PAYE SNET and it's na SNET they say SNET any tax obligation SNET meaning the young guys suspended the payment of SNET there for the employees or for the pension and meaning the FND can hold there but SNET you take money from the back salary you know. Na to be for 5%. Percentage is a creature mommy 5 now with a 12.5 as also. Minim say BBC there, but what I say, the company will add the greater chunk to percentage from a salary. It is for your pension. Meaning why they wanted it suspended, but whichever PAYE, any other tax obligations, and obviously interest-free loans for clubs. And they say it's almost as so many youth employment agency, and so arrangements be a honum. I mean, a possible return of football. Almost say. In fact, every president say, but they do know almost your consultations I would with CAF, FIFA, WAFU, no matter how you basically started Congress and so I'm just saying the Congress and intimate massive because of say gatherings now are allowed here for 100 people. But I say registered general department at the ABA say companies every time annual general meetings online after meeting a certain criteria and hope say approval from the registered general department to go ahead with something like that. And now can be business of the corporate visits, no. So every president visits our all corporate bodies in now, no. And also a engineer to help the FA with their image as a brand. But almost also quite so far, a positive and encouraging response by Honum. We are not that club administrators, footballers, coaches, the media, referees, and all fans and other stakeholders. I say now, of course, then a hashtag bring back the love, hashtag igniting passion, creating wealth. I know. Cat ears of Kreku, now you're the Babonting, Ivadodema, address to the club owners, and CEOs. Make it child Babaka be a far home and anyone sends him in an Inano, the Abba. Now, Chia Munsuna Santiago, inaugurated board, no, but board inauguration, no crowd, and the main news. I mean, news, no, say there's a transfer ban on a Santiago, or 2 for at least 1 year, no, going to go to play, yeah. There's a ban on transfers. Yaba ora for the Kofi Bedu chief of staff for Mensha and now inaugurated board and somehow do the two jano. Ya the San Semi Kakra Ebeba near room. Dr. Che now the board chairman of Asante Godogo. And also Omoko Menshiano reports just say Assad May na Kodogonika 7.5 million Ghana cedi. And no China this issue about quotation and when them say Nekano Nanke 8.6 million Ghana cedi. Scout what transferred from Unity Group of Companies. They have to go to accounts for the running of Kotokwaya Abisin. Now I'm a comment Shiano or sorry open sweating editor open sweating say Baby Bruno. a car kotoko no 8.6 million Ghana cedi 86 billion 86 billion kanisika no na mum size kan nyina no odi ache oso wa jema ene suma onso de suma santemano no it odi scan ache asante kotoko eno ni news eno so eba ho ne nsama hodo well as the comes in so to be the amakojo fia no also autocratic leader ehun sembi kwesi abia within the week so say yanko for a rotation with our captaincy and also baba yanya ashebu enso ha mama ashe emre is ashe man ashebu wa oni ashebu e wo radio industry with there ashebu me started love from where I was there I was ashebu me started love from yes love from started crowd ashebu ashebu that one ashebu ni swap presenters have fun in some as you know yes
also use solar car.
The car is solar.
Solar.
Oh
yeah. First time I mean solar.
Aren't you? Okay, just say more. But say I say more than there. Or say or but can somebody actually afa a good year wants some be any I say today he's always welcome. Or one of the honorary members of the show. I don't know. Well, now support I beg your phone someone who do be going now be ordinary befa. Coach Jay is upon 60% of our local players and we almost na sansam no among for and taking a line league we say nyadi twayi and Asante said the GFA cannot cancel the league after spending $1 million on the season so far nina yensama yede ehu ensamba ba kai asem we etebo here live on Facebook yankai adewe it happened because it was in January. This incident me say yenina yenhwani yankai El Babaya Stadium fan the former Moje Tuno. She said Moja he's actually swimming his own blood. Ninyina na ye Asante go game on boy fans charge kitikiti ema police ni baako oto tuo and it bo bi Abanti of the born and your friend August no pon we live on Facebook for video back to Pauli before even this one how we a police vehicle no now show ye pa obi show police car e chire zabo say how smoke no yes 120 boy no or the share nanim and a 220 ball no rubber bullets 4 bullets and a ra Abanti in any team. And you realize that after shooting the guy, the police car no water cannon no, he moved away. And you moving away no, now Branton and for more. Now say nipa trying wish and also who's have to me hard in the crowd. None in the starting, no, that is I'm over trying picture.
So how
I'm trying picture. I'm video. And nipa bi tam no chese ambulance no kwana ambulance ni free stadium some ambulance your name say BBC no bi giant say you shoot to bi ma moje etu no and am go for Abrantie no e dey buy na last Thursday Abrantie friend August Lopon obafia ha na August Lopon no the ten say Kumasi Asante Goroko National Cycles Council almost say onye cycle member na mo tin cycle to fan na bibi sa ato no the circle chairman, the National Cycles chairman, Christopher Damenya, and an impending budget to almost all my Branton. It's in the hospital bills, the Bibiano, they catered for it. Last days of buying no real operation or my fixing and at the amount the artificial eye or the bar a studio. About Tanahan or Cassette baby, none is you. Na I hear this you be son of Nyari, or the Nyari, and Nyari Yankoso. Na, what you say? Yawa odu oni mu no enya asem ketwa eti enu na ne yepese ye kaka no obi ahu and this obi me se obi ahu ade we na appreciate ni ye live on Facebook go Facebook ado Nhyira 104.5 FM ukwa live video no down in fact you are transmitting live this program obetimi me am so ma share no my personal handle so and I say my Facebook page Bright Kankan Bodu to betimi ahweno no wa hwe the situation at that time I born to wonani and Abrantie we no ye truck driver Oh, driving go for the bus stadium. Ever a ball. And I did we see the police near yes, I do be any no. Ubisa police service almost here in August no pon a studio ha. What can I say? Any.
I'm fast student yeah. You could study him say on Bomach. Every time mobile bonus, I mean, to say, Abba, dear, Miss Medavani, Mr. Macquarie Ball, and Miss Maniaji said, see, I show, see, and show, my dear Maniaji, because we had a managitimo. I think with the Missa, as some listener, Medina, maybe say, say, supporters for the Macquarie, and Commerce for Canada, Amia Sako. Tremania, said, Miss Tremania, we see a moment, I said, I will be able to throw the bomb. Ebomanina, 4 bullets. Back come here, my means special because many in Chassis, and crying upon a day. Yeah, it's a woman when you back up one day. The Pacho, I said in BBM, now car, and in a mission, and that we are now confronted teaching us with or more. I fear they be affixing beer. Come on. Pacho, maybe we are. You can say with that, and then we don't want to. Oh, and I'm on tour. I'm to farm on Brana, where the one here. Now, Masada, Martin could just wedding. As Brana Penifoni, Twanamon, Eba, non society, Eddie Bibi, Eddie Bremen. Okay. I mean, when she Madame Dutch, I'm a piece so acid, and so then I say, I'm a shrum. I'm a jay, Penifoni, meeting body, Miss Catam body, and I declare about the one Nas, that person, that supported for Nas, so asking.
Well, any of guests on Power Brantia, it's your body. Nana Kwame down qua a second vice for a Asante Circles Council. No, I'll say Omonefa Kenina.
National Circus Council, they won national chairman director. He stated, that incidents this year near Free Stadium, there was sports hotel, near Yan and class a tuato, na can support me. And the deputy organizer, George Champo, fortunately, no, until joining ambulance, no, I'm the shame call confirmation. To do happen national security for an account, a place he call, say supporters in the back of Secretary of Director immediately say we should rush to the hospital and take a cotton. The situation on any cry, but that time. Until making sure say the doctors in the baby are now holding about back to life from me. I mean, child, the idea chair and now back to life. I was starting car, which they who say, buy a car, the car, Totro, Eba Stadium, until we just stadium, Nechi, now you'll be so car until we had to arrange for a driver near Coast Stadium, Heroes Park, where I'm Pana Carnisio, near Kofire, arrange you, Emma driver, and no my the phone number to me in the car with a number mine, no in the wife, in the brother, so number mine from no mobile. And it's a Monday, no, they carry the command on a national chairman. Say or see to it say you have to August no e be hwe na ya fa ho kan na enti meka chote from day one e be pom na Nyankopon aye adom na omatimi afexe na ni na ma no National Circus Council e fa ho kan na.
Well, that was a good one. National Circus Council also a bomb about so my financial leadership. Much less say no any penny and you Christopher Damenya Kudus, I think say also in a bomber bustle. My idea. But on the issue of the policeman, I will shoot to a brandy window. You will say, then I'm way affair no so.
Police board now beside if you only call police command, regional commander, so na so for no ADH me akofia August. Na the only thing and say police officer no or yes any na mrasem no. O ma interdict no na o so yehwe mo ebre sim but as we speak the police officer no so ye tuntum so ye fita enimu no and we feel that is the point. At the point here I say for security reasons it is almost to say no but at least August or yes citizen of this country. And intimate entity and the fan who deals so info to a name Friday Abrantia and the case George Floyd. The case is here, no, even though on there when you're the baby called it. Look at the way we are seeing in our crown, you know, at the assembly say intimate. That's right. So Argentina yet your mamma or guessing upon Ghana neighbor. I said, Ukita Trotro the Jumano, one way or the other, no two taxes getting or two tax or two tax or Ghana neighbor or say Ghana Mrakwati protecting. But the meeting I show Kotoko supporters in your guests in Abuja and say the leadership of the NCC also taking the matter up. AJ the medical report. I engage a lawyer. A lawyer no pursue case from that angle. But near percent on fixing any na yin clear sa area no. No kasa kwa who lawyer no any lawyer no in Abuja for heading it home. We help him but make sure say justice anaasɛ asɛ ɔman ba no deɛ sɛne fata no biara no so no aban ɛbɛ.
Okay, and I know the issue of Augustine upon the good thing is that it's our branch channel. On my number BBI okay. The picture tremo and Robert Studio as Facebook Live. Which and the picture now at all and Robert Studio. This is Augustine upon and Omashe and Nino and the left one no. Omashe Eddie Amano. Kama I'll buy and now are you full of praise for opinion for, but I know say na areho nso papa we odila wa femu na nsan but nyame yin free man that's the most important thing. Okay, you be nyan support so na reporter me nyansa Santiago ko new board no o share mu no Oma decided to reverse the pay cut of 30% of the players. No, sir, Asante ko and Chibina management I'm a player be almost 30% of the salary because of see mobile on COVID-19 board. No, I imagine say almost second meet. In fact, one of the things that almost first a yomuka wants them jumbo reverse it. So at the end of this month, all players will be paid in full. So be a sika. No kon baby nyafi ni betu bia p any bibia ho no any ensama eno so okay yanko any man now on this issue of ban of signing of players no me fa no mra me ba he ne Asante Twum so sense me so na via benya support and so ashebu ha no so ne yabonko.
Player development must be the key to the future of football. Kotoko always had a brand of football which reflected the fighting spirit of Asante. It is that brand of football which always captured the mood and imagination of the people. This brand of football can only be developed over time. Unfortunately, because of recent practice by which players are purchased and dispensed with almost as we purchase and dispense with our jerseys, it is no wonder that Kotoko has failed lately to reflect the club's traditional brand in its performance. To underscore the end of this unhappy model, Otumfuo has directed that Kotoko shall not recruit any new players into the first team for at least one season. As you will see from your records, Kotoko has explored far in excess of the appropriate requirements for the Premier League. This can only represent an unwelcome waste of resources. And there is no reason why your technical team should not be called upon to trim the squad of His Excellency and give you a squad which will be imbued over time with the true Kotoko spirit to play the brand of football that is truly Kotoko.
Well, it's just saying, Asante Kotoko, 1 year ban no Adam. Chama K5 say on impanyim for ya drink on a ban no ho ensensem. And Asante Twum ekasa de Ghana Football Association no. Na and Asante Twum say GFA cannot cancel the league. I thought said decision on whether to cancel or not to cancel nyama idea, but I'll say the GFA cannot cancel the league after how much they have spent on the season.
It is not easy to just wake up one morning and take a decision and I'm cancel Ghana Premier League season. And I'm cancel the season. When you cancel the season, it means RFAs cannot play, Women's League cannot play, Division 1 is off, Premier is off. Say I'm no say. Say me I'm in can. If you don't say you cry, if you not say close to $1 million on the season. And you're league go on the season. Before I start the season, okay? Yeah, my Premier League club be 50,000. 50,000 times 18, 90,000 Ghana cedi. Yeah, my Premier League clubs mean 40 balls. In person may multiply one ball say 70 cedis times 40. And they are twin. Yeah, my Division 1 club be 25,000. Or multiply by 48, I 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Yeah, my Premier League clubs a 10,000 cedis each. Or multiply by 60, 160,000. RF is 10,000 each, 100,000 cedis, almost $400,000 gone before the start of the season. And here I say, the GFA spends no less than 6,000 cedis on every game, every weekend, every game. Because I say 9 matches now, you bought 9 matches every weekend. every game be a finance across 6,000 cities. Referees allowance. Omo 4. Match commissioner allowance. Venue media officer allowance. Cameraman are all free. Krako de uako cover match. Ne allowance. Nipa 7 way. Oka allowance is bomwa. Almost 6,000 cities. NASCO gives one mobile phone to every player every match day. 9 venues. Osan we are Wasamo shaving machine. Bosume Suma Wasamo 43-inch color television. Coach of the month. Player of the month. Wasako Mano Akoma, coach of the month, player of the month. Uya Wasande hair dryer akamano. Okase multiply sa Sikanwa go into player of the month, coach of the month, man of the match award no for times 15 matches ayabo in the league. And then Mano 7 Sikabu Buja. Uya.
Okay, well, when you and Sandy Truman, some kind of what and kind of Manona, ya did be a bremono, 80 Saturday, I will afford to be admin support. And some of course, we keep a baby, because you can't, and say, or for the sake of time. Now, you're finding support, 80 Yansapono, your woman, now. Ashe nso abem na ashe bu nso de de ono nso nkoma odi ebre yen no na ono nso de abre ashe bu basande a definitely I say ashe ebem
ona ma ye ni say yemfansi ani ano say yemfanka yes nkwatenti nyansa ne apamudi your waso no ontie your wani no onhwe your wano no onka we any nyansa po.
All right, now support live on Insha 104.5 FM. Ayala, ona wo shase na Christian Abana Obi ewie na ahye enso atwaso. Onya support.
Minyan suppose Saturday na kamoa enke na kame. Antina mpese me yene because Saturday na mini kuma. Unse last week Saturday was 2 years pepe Anas a premier Anas number 12.
The number 12, yes. Go farm swallow in the sense in baby.
Nti Saturday me wo na me busa me ho say 2 years on after Anas expose, what has been the national position or minor your position? Should it happen again? Say Sibiumwa Ediana Anas expose achire yen asesan ye betime deal with such a documentary differently from the year dealing with 2 years ago. Now, the question I was asking myself, I was asking it purely from the public interest angle. Mimi no citizens of Ghana. Yedi interest in this sports, Anas expose any the expectations and a free public interest on that documentary. Any should it happen again? The way your position you want to deal with it, will we be still satisfied? And I say, yes. Now, Chamo, you say Ghana Football Association, a company I register with a Registrar General as a limited liability company, limited by guarantee. Inti obianim in terms of its registration, how private a company a Ghana Football Association obian who obey disputes are fact no. The atosumienu obianim say Ghana Football Association a member of FIFA a wiase kubatan a ohwe football so. Inti Ghana Football Association is one a private company, two a member of FIFA. That is the status of Omodi Juma as Ghana Football Association. But there is nowhere in the world Ubenya a member association of FIFA thriving on a country without public interest.
enti ontimi nya Uganda, Mauritania, South Sudan. Na ɔse efiri ne akroyi menya independent as a country. Minim se me manfo no e talent in football. Enti me pese me dem ho kɔ bata FIFA. Na yeso so be become member association of FIFA ho. Se otu anamon sa as a country. Na se we nya public interest to support the person oye na. The association e begu. Untimi run association no without public interest. That is the reason why number one, when Anas expose buyer abiding hujim at a point in time, FIFA Ampani was dealing directly with the government of Ghana and gave no ear whatsoever to Ghana Football Association, because FIFA recognizes, say a woman say Ghana Football Association is a member of FIFA there. No moment without the government and the public interest, football cannot thrive in the soil IFN Ghana. No. Uko maybe aswa. Omo Football Association no one you know more. Omo bobo club say wo country na no. Na omo organize competitions ama omo. And afi omo na omo control the operations of the national team as flag bearers in terms of management of it on behalf of the citizens and the government of Sacro. These are the two core responsibilities of any football association in the world. Every football association is private with public interest. Clubs now okay kabum. Now I competitions amo mabono. Clubs no every individual club and the supporters na my club need me. And udu bechem. The reason why bechem United ebe club na aso any na team abo competition. Amo oni aje ho say ube invite o mabo Premier League ni FA Cup is because so omo the ball to park so bechem so omo ba you get supporters around the club. Club no public interest. Tetima in the same thing. Kotoko, Asgold, House of Folk. Every club be a woke kabumu no. The entire club no ya club. Na ultimately here is because club no public interest or supporters. Sankaye abo games. And a spectator be MPM ha. And club nimpo one wouldn't be able to survive as a club. And crowd and count number competitions as an FA. Anti-club activities as the first responsibility of FA. A private with public interest. National team crowd yenka. Because it's the Almighty team. You can't run any national team without the support and the spirit of the citizens. And Sukra Africa there's a peculiar situation where national teams are funded by government and the taxpayers' money. And it's about the second core responsibility of any FA in the world, which is to manage the national team. Public interest, it is number one. Untimi new film. And untino, sat asam to FA. And I hear the FA whom come. The reason why public need full FA can during an ass expose and say every release be a FA the Barbontain. So Omubeka Omasemu during an ass expose no. Omu describe public interest as an external interest. And conform no more interest in what we do. And Sadian Eshenko. So how can you describe me as a Kotoko fan? Me as Black Star fan, say me external interest in what you do as the FA. Now, we free more. Ubet me run the FA na. Onama odi league ne say we compare sponsorship no. And me numbers now they pay. Everything you do as a football association strives on public interest. Now, chamo, send ye be ya FA bia. Ebenya sika. And they are running the activities as the FA. Send a FA member, which is clubs, no, Ebenya Sika, and they are running activities as club. And no crown is being driven by the public interest. And the reason why a fidelity, MTN, Ebeka say Omudi Sikaba Besha Kotokom, and they say they know when they come to deal with Kotoko. They have a way to reach their bonify the mileage. Kotoko supporters, no matter Maja Tondian Ama Kotoko. The reason why when Betway came
to Ghana. Almost say, oh, yeah, bata as gold, yeah, bata Adriana Stars, and they say they know when they go to where these clubs are, they will get their dancing people, they will get Doma people to exchange business relationship with them. No more say patronizing or products. And everything you do in the corporate world, public interest and a driver's side in football, from club level to even national team. Now, at a point in time, now Blasters inquire our sponsors, Maku 13, from Checky.com to Guinness to Rice Master to GMPC. The reason why these 13 sponsors ever on board to support the Blasters was because of the public interest in the Blasters then. Especially at the pinnacle in 2010 World Cup in South Africa. The way Blasters as a product, not the movement of citizens in the DH, now it was so attractive. Say every corporate institution, no person in home bata Blasters, send a bit of mileage, no only supporters and other citizens, a bigger. And Tichamo, there is nowhere in the world where you run football as a football association. Now we say for public interest and way. Who can say for public interest in your way? Because you can't run it. And to me, Busame who say, Dientia Oba Ghana. You say football is the passion of the nation. You say, you bet me a catch home. Say about 50% of the population of Ghana play football. And we've been able to recognize it is the passion of the nation football. And the reason why we are able to say that is again because of public interest around football. But anas expose anybody. The major issue la public ever seen ne and say, how can an association that is being driven by the public interest, investigations on them, na bon corruption, na no yentimian prosecutors and conform because of the definition of corruption constitution na yedi juma mahimu. Entimekai during the beginning of an expose, Mebeka Ofia said it will be very, very difficult for Aban to take Orakwesi Nyantechi, any all those who appear in the video, and go and charge them at any court of competent jurisdiction with corruption, because these people are not defined in the context of public officials. And Kofo was like, wow, is that the situation? None of the referees, Orakwesi Nyantechi, all those who appear in an expose, even though the evidence is clear, because they are not public officials, yentimian prosecutu bakumpo any court. The highest they could serve was on the ethical grounds of FIFA. Any or member associations, rules and regulations, the ethical level. And to better racks my suspending referees. Over na FIFA you are suspending Kosina for life. That was the highest we could go in terms of punishment for these people around our football. But if the owner and Ghana ha and the volume of the evidence against these people are almost striving on the public interest to run the company Ghana Football Association and more stiffer punishment for these people, and it could have satisfied the public interest in football and in the Omohu our nas expose anymore. Nanso si ne chamo se ne ya sa nas say na nas expose ni bi mu a na se say chichinko for around football any sporting discipline. The highest punishment again will be around the ethical grounds. We can't do anything better in terms of punishment. And to me, say if the punishment we can give to any sport individual, say a chin put on tape with concrete evidence, say or you're involved in corruption, not a public interest, not a creative apathy, we still cannot prosecute that person in Ghana. And the only baby is still in the standards of ethics. There are two things. I wasn't canas expose. A changes a monumental. I now wasn't a new pussy. Now am I the platform to take a decision on nanka samre no anka ibetimi aka say 2 years after Anas expose aboye amaye this monumental changes in Ghana na ama public interest ahoto so say a free necro say Anas any journalist emma na ba na so no investigations bia na yetimi chi enconfirm we around sports na so we engage in anything that is burden on corruption na a good game na ye di akomedi eche no echi a ye betimi do one from and normal for so than what they've served CCR the other kind in the Sports Act 2016 from section 18 to section 20 talks about a formation of the Affair of Public Interest Committee. So look, yes, sports. Abra yen nyina say sports is driven by public interest. Enunti an act of parliament say yente ade Affair the Public Interest Committee na omunlenzi between governments and all the federations. Na omuntimi more public interest ho ban our sports, especially when you can say the abansika akwa sports dwumadie bia ye di mu a ebesi ne yente public interest committee and can me kwa dey say oh ebia na ada but I wasn't cannot expose any on this subject of see a better public interest committee no nanka etime di ne dwuma say ne wo say di but ebesi ne yente mentie ya te presidential commission of inquiry Yahuma Puto inquiry, Gold Coast, Nancy, Australia, inquiry. A lot of scandals at two sports. None of these inquiries are ya Bokadi or Mansika, Empo and us saying, say, ye be found Niente Public Interest Committee. Let come in himself cannot expose. Any day we see the Jawa Ghana Hano, that will be the final nail in the coffin. A bit more pushy America say, oh, this is the time I was at the Public Interest Committee. No, Yanti. The Chatwo Oria Godfrey Dame a deputy attorney general. They are FIFA by say omote tax force. Now Omashushe F4 instance that is the last thing. Anyway. Godfrey Dame as a member of the FIFA tax force. Actually Mike Sinanim. And some of catch Ghana phone as a deputy attorney general and they say yeah, the biggest lesson in Ghana yes yeah. Every Anas expose anymore. And then they said there is a gap the way the nation can deal with people or mere corrupt our sports. And she honor as one of the chief advisors of government on legal matters. Able to for say, Yensi quarter, your friend the sports tribunal. Nayam Fasia and Toso, Nyanfanko Parliament, Nyanjintum. Say they be a free necron. The biggest lesson we will learn from Anas expose and say, yeah, be a mra, a be a hookline. I'm yet to prosecute people who are in sports or mere corrupt. And to develop sports related offenses in our constitution. Nayante sports tribunal courts, not a free necron any person, our yes sports, our be engaged in any corruption. And Nanati Tayachi, I may be for Kwakujno, near Bunu for Anasia Bunubim, near to me a dealing with such people. Near to me, you corruption every year sports. A free day, Ura Godfrey Dame, the deputy attorney general, Kasa Semno, or the unveiling of the FIFA task force, ABC ne, yente a word. Say I decided agoda ebetimi aba enti chamo yente public interest committee yente a sports tribunal yen developing sports related offenses in our laws. What it means is that Anas expose musaba there is no satisfaction to the public interest the way I am dealing with it. That is the same way we can deal with it again. And to my baby, you don't learn lessons.
Okay, Mr. Gosubempa Ayala, Unyasapono, Christian, Ayala, so, Manachi. Now, I say, we also is solar, solar. Okay, Henry, I sent to Chumzoa, spokesperson of the FA. It may be a bear bridge, Yinikaka, na Yaman Mreno, as a Christian. Remember on Yasapoy,
Mati,
Tintium, so I was there. Is it Henry Abams and last also Pindupina, the Queen, go on some Rubizalpa
in Yampia, our studio. I see Nasangro from the Casa in no. na say me go back na me be nya support to Ghana footballers for. Now someone make it doesn't go just to footballers. It's about life. And when I mean na man am kun say I see a brand TB a friend no Allen Iverson chamu. Allen Iverson a basketball player.
Allen Iverson.
Iverson, yeah.
Basketball, yeah. No, but Philadelphia 76ers.
Was inducted into Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2016. 14 seasons in NBA. And an 11-time NBA All-Star. Now brand new room. At a point in time, he was worth around $200 million. Jamu and Abranteno are extremely broke. Capre unibi. Okay, Marian Jones. So the athletes the what the chira Jamu Enzo aha.
Aye. Marian Jones.
Marian Jones 3 times Olympic gold medal winner. 3 times.
Yeah.
In fact, at the point every year, now we have almost $7 million every year. So cumulatively, so now start to also bear 5 years. How much was she earning back then? And then you can hear for Power America, Marian Jones come. Chamo, Iron Mike Tyson at a point in time was worth around $400 million. $400 million.
That are not Donald Trump or any financial advisor.
But it got to a point from $400 million. Now Mike Tyson net worth was $700. Look at the fall. Mm-hmm. From $400 million
to $700.
To $700. Now, so let's go back and find out the entire rich sportsmen all of a sudden from top number form to the abyss bottom here adding to the how. Yeka Maria Jones, Yeka Mike Tyson, Yeka Ivers in this angle for no. We are footballer na Ghana ni, we are sportsman, we are Juma, and relatable. A bit me at all. Intino, Pankweni as in your name. Yeka ni a change free. Chamu, there's this research by Sports Illustrated. I must say 78% of NFL players are retired just after 2 years. They go bankrupt.
Wow.
78 players, 78 NFL, 78% of NFL players are retired just after 2 years. They go bankrupt. Number 2, National Bureau of Economic Research. I must say the same thing happened to basketball. 60% of basketball players in America, after 2 years of retirement, they go broke. There's another research. 16% NFL players are research to be between 1996 and 2003. Some research in say players capture within that period, 12 years after retirement, sometimes don't be declared demo. So let's decide and go back and find out why. In fact, so we are an average English Premier League footballer who's capable. Chamo, on say Premier League. An average player edit £30,000 a week. Mm-hmm. That is that on average. Seska an average Premier League footballer edging the week, Oko the same UK now. An average annual worker, UK. What you say is kind of fit?
30,000 a year.
A year. But an average Premier League player edging now